I would like to welcome you all in the lecture series of Python programming. Here I am going to convey you the meaning of class and object in a simple and easy fashion. So you should understand the meaning of class and object. So first, let us discuss about the class and object with the help of a real-time example. So you might have seen this shape of this mold, right? One idol, Ganesha idol with that what I can say, the mold or shape you can observe. Number one, you can see in the extreme left side. In the right side, what you can see the Ganesha idol you can observe, right? So we have a shape of the idol is already available there. Then original object that is Ganesha idol is present over there. Here, the left side, which I already mentioned, that is a shape, right? That's a shape. So many Ganesha idols will be generated from this particular shape. I think you can understand. So this shape we can call like a class, right? From the class, what is going to happen? The object is going to be generated. From this shape, what is going to happen? The real object of Ganesha that is going to be generated. That is called object. So I hope you understand the different, understand the meaning of class and object. So let us see, class is a blueprint, template, or plan or a model. For example, we have before constructing the building, we have a plan, right? That plan is generally called as class. Other after the like a contractor and engineers, they are going to construct the building. That building is actually called a real-time object. I think you understood. Object is a physical existence of a class or an instance of the class. Class represent the properties. For example, data members. For example, here, the size, shape, dimension, everything will be defined from the class only. So that Ganesha will be having the height of the idol, the width, the diameter, weight, everything matters from the class. Similarly, we can create any number of objects from the class. Now, n number of Ganesha idol can be generated from that particular shape. That means n number of object can be generated from the class. A class is a blueprint of creating the object, and object is an instance of the class. Classes provide a way to bundle the data and the functionality together. The object will show many of the property, many of the features of the class. That is another important thing. So the what is when it comes to reference variable, the variable that can use to refer the object. So by using the reference variable, we can perform the required operations. Using the reference variable, the relevant operation will be conducted. Objects without reference variable are useless. For example, you can see like a TV, you can see, right? TV is an object, correct? Now, by using the remote, we are controlling the TV, correct? So that remote we call like a reference variable. Without remote, TV is meaningless. We cannot control TV. We cannot turn on and turn off the TV, correct? So that point is called a reference variable. Okay, so the object is actually called a TV. The reference variable is remote. So using the reference variable, we can access the properties and methods of the object. So by defining the class in Python, we have the following steps. So definition of the class, we use the keyword called the class. For example, class, my class. My class is the name of the class is the keyword. Similarly, add the attribute. You can add the variables. Okay. That attribute is generally called the variables. We can add the variable. So we are going to use the initialization of the variable by using the init method. Okay. I'll discuss init method thereafter. So to for the initialize, it is required for the initialization of the variable. So that's what we are going to use init method. Then you can add the variables. That means you can add the attribute. Depends on the requirement, you can add the attributes. Even you can add the method also. Okay, so those method you are supposed to define it. Similarly, you are supposed to create the object from the class. From the object one will be created from the my class. So inside you are supposed to pass the attributes. So moreover, whenever required, when you want to access the object, that is possible. So object by using dot operator, you need to follow the dot operator. From the dot operator, you can, for example, object number one dot print instance variable, so that that object is going to be accessed. It can be generated. It can be retrieved. So dot operator is required. So, okay, so this is regarding the fundamentals of class and object. Even creating the object, we can use the notations. Then you can draw the class diagrams. So those things will be discussed thereafter. So we have one more popular concept called object diagram. So object diagram is a visual representation of the system, how the class is going to be formulated and how the object is going to be generated from the class. Okay, so those things are illustrated. So this is regarding the object diagram. Object diagram, by using the object diagram, we can easily point out what is the meaning of class and what are the object which is going to be produced from the class, right? Okay, this is regarding the object diagram. So that is most important concept for like object-oriented programming. So remaining things we are going to discuss in the coming session. In this video, I try to convey you what is the meaning of class and object. So if you have any queries, you can use the comment box. Happy learning. Wishing you all the very best for your examination, and you should have a better understanding about class and object to know more about object-oriented programming. Happy learning. Have a great day. Thank you.